I've owned the store since, 24 years. I was 24 years old. So that's half my life at this point. Two favorite things about the business are recommending things to people and then having them come back and be super excited and say, can't wait to get more. And then buying comic collections, digging through the boxes and seeing awesome stuff. You know, those are probably my two favorite things. Here is the table of free comics. And our free comic book day is a little bit different than everybody else's because most stores, you walk up to a counter and you go, oh, I'll take this one, this one, and this one. It's a max of like 5. Some stores are even 3. We let customers come in, take one of everything. Because it's about free comic book day. It's about giving back. It's about spreading the joy of comics. I don't know what giving away five comics is going to do for a customer. I don't even understand why anybody would wait in line for 20 minutes, let alone 2 hours, for 5 free comics. It's literally just not generous. Everything on the shelves, like here's all the Marvel stuff, everything's $1 on free comic book day. DC shelf, same thing. Everything's $1. Image shelf, everything's $1. The miscellaneous shelf, everything's $1. The Dark Horse and IDW, $1. It's a sale. It's a big day. It's like Christmas. All of our graphic novels are all 30% off. Toys and statues are discounted. Everything in the store is discounted. And then we have our huge 50% off section, which is always kind of overflowing. Tons of 50% off stuff. And then all the back issues. Jeez, I forgot about the back issues. I mean, rows and rows of comics. And all the back issues are 25 to 50% off the cover price. It's free comic book day.
Okay, so I've been going to Nuclear Comics since I was at least 18 or 19. I'm 37 now, so like definitely seen a long life of the shop. And I remember the old location, closer to Dana Point. I remember when I was going to school at UCI, I would leave when I had like class periods where there was a bunch of breaks. I would drive all the way down to Dana Point from Irvine just so I could pick up new books and like hang out at the shop in between classes. And I'd jet all the way back up because they just have that atmosphere that's like super welcoming. Comic shops in general it's hard to find people that work at a shop that aren't going to be elitist and kind of treat you like you don't know anything or trying to one-up you on knowledge. Like everyone at Nuclear tries to get people into comics instead of shunning them away from it, you know, because there's that gatekeeping culture that's really super toxic with comics. And I feel like Nuclear's been around just as long as people that would flex like that, but they don't do that, you know. They're all about trying to get people to get into comics and not, you know, tell them they can't be into it, you know. So yeah, it's a great shop.
You got up early for this.
FCB!
Yeah,
$3-4. Who does this? Nobody. Tunes and Toys? Who? No. Quest? No, nobody, dude. Come on, dude.
It's been good so far, man. Came with my buddy. It's actually the first one I've been to, so just kind of getting into him. But it's been a fun day. Been here since maybe like 7. But yeah, man, waited out and got the free little pack and everything of the 50, and it's been a good day, man. Oh yeah, it's a cool store. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very local and close, and you know, I think like a lot of the stores, they don't let you like get all the books free if you're like in line like that at once. So a lot of them kind of give you like, you know, like a pick a few type thing. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, man, it's been a good day.
So my name is Ken Heidelman. I'm an illustrator. I'm a writer artist. I do comics. I also do a podcast called Comic Workshop with my co-host, you'll get, I'm sure, to him in a moment. It's about making comics, and so we interview all sorts of creators, editors. One of our biggest interviews was Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead. So you can check that out at tmbcworkshop.com. Kenny, I've known. What's funny is I have one of the funniest origin stories of how I met Kenny. I met Kenny when I was in Laguna College of Art and Design, doing training to be an illustrator, and he came into my comics English class as a guest to talk about a shop, and I didn't know a shop existed, which the college that I went to is like 10 miles away. And that was a really funny way. Normally, if you meet him in a shop, but I met him out in the wild, hearing about a shop, and it was cool. And that was 10 years ago, more. So I've been an irregular customer ever since. Yeah, I love Free Comic Book Day. I got my fancy little Free Comic Book Day hat. It's my favorite comics event of the year, just because getting comics in the hands of readers of all ages is important for the medium. You gotta chum the waters. People like exciting events, and I mean, I would do this every week, every week, but once a month I'm sure would be the more reasonable thing. But I think it's one of the best. And speaking as a former, it's another thing. I used to co-own a comic shop, and Kenny does it 100 times better than we did it. We did a good job, but this just blows the doors off of any other Free Comic Day event that I've ever seen.
For Nuclear Comics, it's amazing. No one gives more than Kenny. No one has more of an organized kind of thing. I know there's a lot of boxes, but he has a lot of people kind of working. And then that free, like 100 free comics every year. It's like always like 100 free comics. Everyone gives you like 5 or 3 or something like that. He always gives 100. I give like all my extra ones to my kids because I work at a school. And then all the other free stuff in the front, I pick them up also, give it to the kids also. So I love this place. I come every year. I was here this morning around like 4:30, waiting in line to get free comics to make sure I could get everything. So, I mean, I love it here.
My name is Jason Hammonds. I am a cartoonist, a writer, and podcaster. I co-host Comic Book Workshop with Kent Heidelman. I draw my own comics. I have a mini comic that I released a little while ago called Boat Hard, starring Eye Patch McForce. It's about a guy with 2 eye patches who sees with his fists, trying to find his way off a boat. Outside of that, I also produce a podcast called That Might Be Cool. You can find all my shows at thatmightbecool.com. I work on Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. But right now I'm just sketching some stuff for Free Comic Book Day. I got into comics through a Free Comic Book Day event when I was a kid. It's what's kind of sparked the passion for this medium. So anything I can do to kind of keep that energy alive and kind of participate in these really awesome and fun events. I mean, I love seeing kids come to a comic shop. I love seeing the lines. I love seeing the excitement. Just hearing kids younger than me talking about comic book events or random, like even create our own series and stuff like that. It's really awesome and refreshing. I think this event's awesome.
Free Comic Book Day, what's up?